Hey everyone, and welcome. In today's explainer, we're going to zoom out and look at a single, super common phrase that gives us a powerful way to see the big picture. And we'll explore exactly how it works in both English and Indonesian. Welcome to the Moticard channel. Today, we're digging into a phrase that's all about getting that high-level overview. It's used all the time in English, but what's really cool, especially if you're a language learner, is seeing just how perfectly it connects to Indonesian. So right off the bat, a question for you in Indonesian. Have you ever heard the idiom, a bird's eye view? Now, whether you've heard it a million times or this is brand new, you're in the right place, because we're about to break it all down. Okay, first up, an idiom from above. Let's really define what a bird's eye view actually means. And as you can probably guess, it's about a whole lot more than what a bird literally sees when it's flying. So at its core, this idiom means you're seeing something from a really broad, high-level perspective. You're trying to get the whole picture, the gambaran keseluruhan, and you're not getting lost in all the tiny little details. It works literally, like looking down from a huge building, but also figuratively, like when someone gives you a quick summary of a really complex plan. All right, so knowing the definition is one thing, but how does this phrase actually work in a real sentence? Let's check out a couple of practical examples in both English and Indonesian to really see it in action. Okay, here's our first example. And this one uses the phrase in its most literal sense. The sentence here describes getting a view of the city from a rooftop. I mean, this is the classic physical example of a bird's eye view. And here's where it gets really cool for language learners. Look at this side by side. The Indonesian phrase, sudut pandang mata burung, literally means a bird's eye point of view. It just maps perfectly onto the English. Now, let's switch gears and look at a more abstract, more figurative example. See, this sentence isn't about a physical place anymore. It's about a project report. And this is where the idiom becomes a really flexible and powerful tool in everyday conversation. And boom, this example just nails that figurative meaning. The report gives a general overview. Right? It's all about the big picture of the project, not the little tasks. It gives you a summary, as if you were looking down from above. This is exactly how the idiom helps us talk about ideas and concepts, not just things we can see. All right, we've covered the what and the how. So before we wrap this up, let's quickly lock in that knowledge with a summary of the most important things to remember from this explainer. Okay, so what do you absolutely need to remember? Let's just run through it real quick. A bird's eye view means a broad, overall perspective. Your focus is on the whole picture, the gambaran keseluruhan. You're intentionally ignoring the small details. And in Indonesian, your go-to phrase is sudut pandang mata burung. Simple as that. And that's pretty much everything you need to know. But I'm not going to let you go just yet. Here's a little challenge for you. Now that you get it, how could you use a bird's eye view, or even sudut pandang mata burung, in your own sentence? Think about it and give it a try. Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer here on the Moticard channel. We really hope this gave you a great bird's eye view of the topic. Catch you in the next one.
Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.